as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, 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 it's a brand new day.
Thanks to our Cit Marbella collaboration, we're very honoured to welcome to the programme today Cellumed Clinic. Now we have Rosa here as the director of the clinic, and Jorge over there, although he's not a physician, he is an expert in molecular biological medicine, and you study molecules and the cells, and it's this combination of specialities that makes Cellumed like a really integrative centre that looks at a holistic way at cancer, something that unfortunately affects far too many people. But with this clinic, Rosa, I believe you intend to take like a stand-back approach, take a look at the overall causes, underlying reasons of this problem in order to palliate it, cure it, and hopefully stop other people getting it. So thank you so much for taking time to join us, Rosa.
Thank you to invite us in this very nice and healthy place. Thank you.
Well, it's lovely to see such a pretty face on such an ugly subject. Rosa, how did the Cellumed Clinic come about?
Yes, I will try to explain the most clear possible. No, what is integrative medicine, because it's different, like a holistic. This is the evolution of the holistic medicine. We have a specialist in conventional, medical specialist in conventional medicine, and we combine with biological medicine also in order to get the best result for the patient and to reduce any kind of side effects.
Jorge, thank you so much also for joining us. To work in something, a subject as delicate as cancer, and bringing such a new approach to this by actually looking at the cells, how they morph, change, react to what we do in our day-to-day, must be fascinating and very satisfying. How do you approach the subject of cancer and conventional treatments so differently in the clinic?
Well, basically, what we do, apart from dealing it with a machine that specifically goes into the cancer cell to heat it up and basically order it to apoptose, this is to suicide, we have the other approach with what is called the cellular analysis, which is a morphological analysis of the cell. The body is basically also amounting debris during all its life. And this debris will go to specific places where, when the person is weak enough or the immunity goes down enough, normally there's a trigger for that, it will actually make disease to appear. So what we do is to show where these debris are and basically deal with them in order to improve the health of the person and, let's say, bring her or him to, let's say, up to a better quality of life, let's put it that way.
With the analysis of the cells and all the equipment, I imagine, that goes with this, Rosa, must be a huge investment to set up a clinic, but the benefits professionally must be so many.
Yes, we have many, this is a lot of benefits for the patients, because we have also the conventional test, you know, the clinical test is very important. We continue with the protocols, the conventional protocols of the gold standard in the medicine, and our doctor has the best place in the clinic, you know, so we are in the system, in the medical system, but on parallel, we try that to get the best, to give the best tools to the patients, because sometimes the conventional medicine cannot advance very much. There are chronic diseases that they are all the life taking pills, like for instance the fibromyalgia or many kind of diseases that they cannot find a solution. So what we give in this in this way. With the microscopy, this is a morphological test, it's a complementary test, and he's an expert in this, with a microscopy of 60,000 increases, and we can say what happened in the organism through the cells. So we can see the whole body through the cells and what is the fault and the problems that cause the diseases. So we don't only treat the problem, we treat also the cause, and to balance the organism in a natural way, with supplements, with the nutrition, because we are what we eat, you know. So this is very important. The specific nutrition is depending what's happening in our body. And normally the system, when you are giving the best treatment, natural treatment, improve increase the immune system and the faults, you treat the faults specifically with the nutrition and supplements and devices without side effect that we have in the clinic. Normally, the patient is improving and the symptoms disappear. Doesn't matter if we are talking about any kind of disease, included cancer, no? But it's very important in cancer to treat on parallel with the conventional doctor, because we cannot forget the protocols.
When I'm listening to you both talking, and especially about this, the analysis of the cells and how our cells morph and change, shouldn't we all maybe come and do a test with you and say, please check out my cells? Because surely this is a great preventive step for many, many things that we don't even know are going on in our bodies.
That's a very good question, because we know that disease is, medically speaking, is provoked by genetics, by the environment, and we know, let's say, in the cloud, in the mist, that there's some psychic reasons for disease. However, it's not fully proven. That's why nobody talks about the causes and the psychological aspect. But the thing is, if we could find, let's say, how the morphology of the cell is, we could prevent any kind of disease. Because if we think about Hippocrates during the Greeks, he said, you die and you get sick because of toxins. Now, if we deal with toxins time enough before, we surely will prevent anything that will be provoked by these toxins.
It's a fascinating world, I have to say. There's so much to this. Can people just contact, if they are interested to know more, can they just contact the clinic to ask for more information, Rosa?
Yes, of course, because maybe they didn't listen about nanothermia. It's very new in Spain. We are working with nanothermia 3-4 years ago only in Spain, and we were pioneer here in Spain. This is not hyperthermia, because many people confuse this. Hyperthermia is only hot, and nanothermia increases the temperature, but it's a shock, a molecular shock inside. Nanoscopic place in the area inside of the cell of cancer, you know, that get the apoptosis of the cells, the extraction of the cells, and in combination with chemo and radiotherapy is amazing. No, we get more results, and it's an only treatment in many cases when the patient has not another kind of treatment or remove the conventional treatments. So I would like that the people know nanothermia, because it's 20 years old in all the world, in 32 countries. It's not something new, it's not a new test. We are not testing this in Spain. It's very old in Europe. In Germany is 132 clinics working with us. In Japan also 150, and in public hospitals in 5 continents. But in Spain was a little in the last time, no? So we were pioneer in this, and this is amazing. It's the most requested in our clinic, because has not side effects, and remove the cellular of the tumor, the local tumors, and metastasis also. We can treat metastasis also, and increase the immune system, and the patients in many cases in the combination with the conventional treatment can get the remission, total remission, and in other cases where we can make the longer the time of life, the survival, and the best is the quality of life.
Well, absolutely commendable. So thank you so much to Jorge and Rosa for coming from Cellumed to give us more information that can help so very many people. It's up to us to pass the word on so we can get the information out there, because this is the hardest thing in the world, as our Amanda Agonian always says, communication, the big C, another big C. Thank you both very much.
Thank you very much.
And hasta pronto. Hope to see you both again soon. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
And as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide.
Hello, I'm Rowan Lichfield from Laude San Pedro. Last week's sign was Jan 2018. One more time. Jan 2018. This week's sign to motivate you to get fit and healthy is fit and healthy. One more time. Fit and healthy.
And it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey.
Yeah, I'm here in Marbella, but it says here I'm in La Canada.
If you haven't mastered the lingo, don't worry. Linear Director has a free GPS geolocator service that will come and find you.
Hey, hey.
Good afternoon and welcome to the wonderful pharmacy restaurant. Today I brought with you from AAA, of course, the little doggy Molly. Molly is a wonderful little Podenco. She was found in the field somewhere in Estepona and she was partially paralyzed. She could not walk and she was skinny as a little rake. Luckily she was found and brought to us at AAA, where we took her to the vet, we had x-rays taken, etc. She couldn't walk because of just muscular problems, not because anything was broken. So we've been treating her well, and slowly but surely she's learned to walk, she's learned to overcome her shyness. She was extremely shy because of course we have no clue where she was, where she came from. As you can see, she's peaceful and quiet. She cannot be in the kennels at AAA because she is too quiet for that, and we have too many animals in the big kennels. So she lives in the office where she's loved by everybody who walks in, and she's friendly to everybody who walks in. She really overcame her shyness. She would be wonderful to be adopted in a quiet home, maybe with another dog or with some other people. She does not need to walk very much. She doesn't like walking very much because of a little problem in her leg, which does not need to be operated, does not to be treated. She gets a pill every day because of the leishmania that she has, but it's not in a very bad state at all. So a little walk each day would be nice for her, just to do her things, what every dog needs to do once or twice a day. Other than that, she would be perfectly in an apartment or in a house, just in a space where she can be herself, where she can sleep, where she can walk around and play a little with a loving person. So please consider Molly. If you are not an extremely active person, if you are a bit of an older person, just consider Molly. She would be wonderful. She is so loving. She is so, well, I don't know what to say. We just love her. Everybody who meets Molly loves Molly. And she's very quiet. She doesn't need that much care, as I said. She doesn't need long walks. Just a short walk every day to do whatever she needs to do and sit with you and be loved and love her back. That's Molly for today for AAA. Of course, I also like to say again, I had a very personal experience with the very, very necessity of chipping your dogs. Yesterday morning I was called by Blue Azul, or Dog Azul, which is a veterinarian in my area, that my dog was at their store. And I just wondered whatever happened. Apparently through the storm, my gate had blown open and my older dog, Bijou, she had escaped. She was just walking on the streets a little bit close in front of my house, but of course people didn't know that. Luckily a person found her, brought her to the nearest vet, and because Bijou was chipped, they could check the chip and my telephone number was up to date, so they could call me right away and I went to pick up Bijou. Therefore, please, please make sure that if you have an animal, either a cat or a dog, have them chipped and make sure that your information is always correct on the registration. If you have a new telephone number, make sure you change it. We do get a lot of wonderful dogs and cats inside AAA with a chip, but then we find that the information that is registered is no longer valid. Like the address is changed or the telephones are no valid anymore, and we cannot reach the owners. So we have to wait if the owners are coming to us to see if their animal is with us. So please make sure if you have an animal, have it chipped, and make sure that your information is totally up to date. Very, very important for your pet to come back home. The last thing I would like to say is that on the 14th of February, we are organizing a most wonderful Valentine's dinner at Conrad's restaurant in Nueva Andalusia. It's a wonderful dinner. We have Zach Black coming to perform for us, and we also have Susan Moore. So we have two most wonderful coast entertainers who come to liven up the evening. We have a wonderful menu. It's a Michelin-starred chef, Rene Conrad. So please reserve a seat. We're already halfway full, so don't wait. Call Conrad's restaurant in Nueva Andalusia or contact AAA and reserve your place. It's an unforgettable evening, and of course 50% of what we make that evening will come directly to AAA to support the animals. So I thank you very much again, and I'll see you next week with another dog from AAA. If you love Molly like everybody else does, you like to contact her, please contact us about Molly. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
Mañana saldré a las 11 de la mañana en 107.6 FM en el programa de radio de Eva Bien. Solemos invitar cada semana un invitado, un miembro de nuestra comunidad internacional, así que espero que podáis sintonizar para escucharnos. Estaré ahí con mi darling. My needy darling has been with us all through the program this week. It's been lovely to have you with us today. We hope you enjoyed the show and that you will join us again tomorrow for the last edition of the week of Marbella Now. More great guests lined up and information about what's going on in our fabulous city. For me, for this evening, that's it. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other and join us again tomorrow.
Halfway twisted